Akwaba, Miawezon, welcome to my channel. My name is Efo Selasi. Today we are here with Mr. Abdul Wahab. I think he's in the UK, right?
Yes.
Yes, he's in the UK. He's a farmer. He has a farm here in Ghana, and there are a few things we want to know. And I don't know why most of you are coming back to Ghana to do the farm. What do you see over there? Or what do you hear? What's like a lot of you are establishing farms here and other businesses here in Ghana. So, but even before we go into that, if you can introduce yourself a little for our audience to know who we are talking to. Yes.
All right. My name is Abdul Wahab, the founder of Winterest Farm. Just a little about myself. I did my school. I completed KNUST in 2014. I did my national service with Forestry Commission because I did natural resource management in the university. So after doing my national service, I then decided to. Because my father was a farmer. So my father was he retired and then started farming. So he started farming late in his life. After a few deliberation, once I was doing my national service, I decided to join my father because I have a little bit of agric background. So I said, let me help because things were not really doing so well in his farm. So I went to join him. Just after a few years down the line, I think I did about 2 years with him, and then I had to relocate. My wife decided to come and then bring me back. So she brought me over to UK. So
in your case, you started farming in Ghana even before traveling to the UK.
Yes. So I abandoned it along the line, and then joined my wife in the UK. Whilst here, we've got some form of exposure here and there. We've seen quite a few things happening in this country, and that's actually opened the question that you were asking.
Yes.
My mind back to the farming. But before that, there was quite a few things that I have done before settling on the farming. Maybe I will talk about that.
We'll talk about it here. But the exposure, I want to know, because we all need that exposure. Because we in Ghana, we here in Africa, it seems we don't value what we have here, the lands and the good soil, the fertile soil and everything. But you people go there and then all of a sudden you are eager to come and then farm over it. What exactly are you exposed to, or were you exposed to inform that decision?
Personally, before even coming to this country, I have engaged in quite a few number of businesses. Just after senior high school, actually established a microfinance company.
Oh wow!
Then it was there until I entered the university in 2010. So it didn't go well. After I decided to go to school, you're living your business for some people, a young business like that. Went through quite there's some of experience that I think I got from working at microfinance. So after that, even whilst in the university, I was thinking after school, what will I be doing? So I specialize in wood science technology.
Wood science,
I was looking around what I was learning, what I study, to see what I can do to better my life after school. So along the line, a lot of things came up. Briquette, making briquette, and so on. I believe you know what a briquette is. Just a charcoal.
The charcoal, okay.
Making charcoal from sawdust.
Okay.
And a whole lot of things came up along the line. And whilst I was in school, I then took a training, my local training, into learning how to make soap.
Okay.
So I did the soap for some time whilst I was in school. After I finished school, I was producing the soap. I engaged in a lot of competition to scale up the business.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't realize. So as I told you, when I was doing my service, I was helping my father in the farm alongside. When I left, so you could see that my background, I'm kind of a bit of an entrepreneurial.
Yeah. There's that spirit of
entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So when I came to this country, I've learned a lot from these people. Learned a lot, I must confess. Within a short possible time, I can tell you that the way they do their things, they are they have an end game. They have an end game of succeeding in anything that they do. So when you are working with them, you will see that at least, even though they've asked you to do this, but this is the end game.
Okay.
This is what they actually wanted to achieve at the end of it.
So there's a plan.
There's a plan. Everything there's a plan.
Yeah, there's a plan. Okay.
And you can follow up with the plan and everything to know exactly what they want you to achieve. Why, even though you are not doing everything, what you are doing, if you fail in what you are doing, it affects almost everything.
Okay.
So they make you aware of all those things in order for you to appreciate your effort. So here I listened to your interview with the lady Efo. She mentioned that they almost all the employers in this country, they respect, even every work is being respected, and it is very true. Whether you are a cleaner or you are a doctor or you are a professor or wherever you are, whatever you do, they give you that respect because
we play a part
in whatever they are doing. So they make sure that you get what you deserve. So I studied them whilst I studied them just in a few seconds. I studied them whilst I was doing whatever I was doing, anything that I was learning, and I try as much as possible to learn from whatever I was. My first job that I landed in this country was a recycling company that we were recycling papers. Paper, cardboard, and all those. So I was doing my best because that was also in some way in the line of what I learned in school.
The wood science.
So I wanted to learn much about what they were doing, and I learned quite a lot until now that I moved to even the same company. I've scaled up a little bit to certain stage whilst I'm working. So in a nutshell, I started thinking of going into real estate.
Okay.
We purchased a land, we did some planning and everything. We started the building, but I realized that a lot of money have went into the real estate, and it is going to take us a long time to get those money back.
It's true.
So this puts me back and say, let me re-strategize and see what I can do to make money so that I can continue that project, because that project, the money that it is taking at the level that it is, the money that it has taken quite. So I then rethink and said, well, I was into farming. So why don't I look into it? So I started watching videos and other things, and then I decided to go into it full time as
No, okay. Okay, that's quite impressive. Your entrepreneurial spirit from SHS, you started your small businesses, and sometimes it's good to fail early so that you understand certain things. But tell us about Green Choice Farm. Tell us about Green Choice Farm, how it started. I know you started from your father's farm, but right now I'm sure you have your own farm that you're managing.
So Green Choice Farm started whilst I was with my father.
Okay.
So once I was with my father, I named the farm Green Choice Farm.
Okay.
And because the company, the soap business I was doing was Green Choice Enterprise.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So because it was Green Choice Enterprise, I then decided, okay, because I'm also doing it's a farm, let me change it a little bit, modify it and make it Green Choice Farm.
Okay, sorry, 1 minute. Your Green Choice Enterprise, the soap, are you still into it?
No, I'm not into it.
Do you plan to go back to it?
It is something that I am willing to do that, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted to know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. With the soap, before I left, when I left it with some few people to take care of it. Unfortunately, because I wasn't there, and that was one of the things that I learned from here.
Yeah.
If you are not there in Ghana, if you are doing a business and you are not there, the business collapses automatically. But here, they've put in place certain measures.
Okay.
For the business to continue,
even after
you are not there. So for me, before I left, now I know. I left it with a few people, thinking that they would do it the way I wanted to do it. I was pushing money into it, and it wasn't really doing well.
Okay.
And I decided to take a break, and then decide when best to go into it. Probably when I'm there.
Yeah. Okay. So I see they create systems that if they establish a business, they create systems that anybody can just follow it.
Yes. There's a manual. A manual you will follow. Immediately you can, if you are employed, they give you the manual, and you can go do A, B, C, D to achieve the aim that they want to.
True.
So everything documented.
Okay.
And that is what is lacking.
Yeah. So let's continue with the Green Choice Farm.
All right. So what happened when I decided to go back into the farm? Before that, I was also looking at my father is now aged, almost 78 now.
Oh, okay.
So I was a bit concerned about his health, going to the farm, moving from Accra to Atebubu, almost here and there all the time. So I was a bit concerned. And so, and he know I'm on. Anyway, I have 13 siblings.
Wow, that's a huge family.
That's a very, very huge family. And so when I spoke with him, I wanted him to take a break, but he was so passionate about the farm, and he knew it is something that is very good to go into. The farming is a very good business for almost all of us.
Yeah.
So he wanted to pursue it, even though he was not doing it. He was not making any profit from it, but he was always investing time and money into the farm. Okay. So looking at his age and everything, I was concerned. So I spoke with him, and then he said, "Wahab, I know you are interested in farming. Why don't you come and then take over the farm and then do it? Now I'm also old and can't do much." Okay. I said,
you are old.
Yeah. No, he's old.
Okay.
Telling me that.
Okay.
Cannot do much.
Okay.
So he was telling me that if I can come and take over the farm, because almost all my siblings, they have some form of interest in it, but not so much.
Okay.
They are all in Accra, doing their businesses in Accra, and they don't really think about the farming, just a few of them, but not even coming to that far from Accra. So he spoke with me, and looking at he also planted the idea in my mind.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, it's a good thing, but knowing that I'm coming from 13 family of 13,
yeah,
I have to do the things right. Make sure that if he's giving me the opportunity to go and farm, none of my siblings will think that probably he has given the farm to me.
Yeah.
So I called a meeting, informed them about the decision that our father want to, and then also took them my interest in the farm, and then they all agreed that I should go ahead and then do it.
Okay.
So the land is quite big, about 74 acres. So I then said, okay, I have to now find a way of doing the farm. My father can't do it. He was having a few people who were helping him. They were not so enlightened. So I have to find a way of getting people who can do the job for me. So as I told you, I have done, whilst I was into the microfinance, I worked with some people. I continued the relationship with them.
Yeah.
So I spoke with one of them that I trusted so much, and then I got to know his interest into farming.
Yeah.
No, I had to choose wisely. So I decided the conversation, trying to get to know the interest, whether the person interested in farming. And then he appears to be very interested in farming. He too had a bit of a background in agriculture, where after secondary school he did some farming. He was living in a farming community, so he has insight before relocating to Kumasi. So it was Kumasi that I did my microfinance and everything. So I spoke with him, and then he agreed to abandon his job and then take over the farm. So and then that is how we said, okay, we started with him. He has a diploma in marketing. We decided to restructure that and put him into the farm. So when he agreed, because I trust him. Let me just put this here. Trust is not in my vocabulary, but sometimes I don't have any other word to
use. Okay.
So I will use the word trust, but it is not in my vocabulary because I don't trust anybody in this world.
True.
The only thing I trust is showing me the evidence.
Yeah.
Give me the evidence. That is what I trust. I don't trust just word of mouth. Oh, I have done this. You tell me you've done this. Yes, you've done it, but show me.
True.
Let me see what you've done. That is what I trust.
Okay.
I don't have anywhere to place it, so that's why I'm just.
I understand. So how is that going with your manager? What was his name?
His name is Hamid.
Hamid. Okay. So how is that going? People have problems, especially people who are outside the country. They have problems with people who they give their farms to manage for them. They have problems with that. How is that going with you, your side, your farm? Yeah.
All right. So what I did, because I have done quite a number of businesses in Ghana before relocating.
Yeah.
I know the attitude of farmers.
Yeah.
When I came to this country I've studied the system and I've seen how they treat their employers and their employees, how the relationship.
Yeah.
So at this time, I combined my experience in the microfinance and the soap business and decided to do things right at this time.
Yeah.
So when he agrees to join the farm, what I did was that, first of all, we did a contract.
Okay.
spread out almost everything that we want him to do in the contract, so that he feel comfortable that I have put in everything that his benefits and what I'm expecting of him in the contract, so that he feel comfortable with that one. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And the second thing, I am not there.
Yeah.
So if I want him to do well, I have to put in his mind the ownership of the farm.
Okay.
So I then said, okay, even though I am the one investing my money in it, I'm going to make you a partner.
Okay. That's a new angle.
That's another angle. So I said, you are going to be a partner. So it means that every year, whatever profit that we make, you will get this percentage of, I don't want to mention the percentage on the camera. So you get this percentage of the profits from. So that will also encourage him to do well, so that the more the profit, the more he gets, and salary too is assured. Okay. We agreed on the salary that he's going to take every month whilst he's doing his job. So these are some of the things that I put in place to make sure that he doesn't feel cheated in a way, because it's not nobody's going to cheat him, but human beings, the way we think, sometimes when you are doing something and you don't feel comfortable, a lot of things comes in. So I wanted him to feel comfortable. So I put all those things in place to make him feel.
That's a different approach to it. That's a very nice angle to it. But how long have you been doing that with him?
Okay, so this year will be the second year.
The second year. So far, how have you seen the progress on the farm with the measures you've put in place? How is the progress?
Okay, with him, when we started the farm, there's certain things that we need to put into it. So a lot of investment has gone into the farm. Okay. If I have to mention them, sometimes I even get scared how much I put it into the farm.
You hold that one. At the end of the video, you have to give it to us.
Yeah. So we did quite a number of investments, but when you are determining profit based on the activities that goes directly into the farm, this year we nearly break even.
Okay, that's
which is a good indication that we on the right path. Yes. So